mean, it's just, I don't know, man. I just think grading's just taking over the hobby.
Well, yeah.
Like grading's completely taken over the hobby. Obviously, it's a good sign for the hobby in general because it's showing that it's thriving. If they're opening up all these new locations, I mean, they got locations in Tokyo and I believe
Oh,
in
yeah.
Canada and stuff. Like I mean, PSA, what they have done in such a short amount of time is pretty incredible. Um, but my thing is coming down to it, I still think it's a matter of time before Fanatics comes up with their own grading.
Really?
I think so.
Whoa.
You don't think that Fanatics is going to try to get into grading? They are trying to corner every part of this hobby. They're getting all the major license. Now they're doing Fanatics Fest, which I do want to touch on Fanatics Fest because in my opinion, why would they not try to make Fanatics Fest the number one like sports card show over the national? And
Right.
now
Look at
and
the tickets now.
Fanatics, they have their own marketplace now too. So why wouldn't Fanatics looking and be sitting back going, "Hey, we should probably look a little bit more into this grading."
I don't know about that. I feel like that'd be not a good decision.
Or do you think they're gonna partner with somebody else other than PSA?
No, I think they're going to partner with PSA. Why
But
would they partner with anybody besides PSA?
I don't know, why do any of these other why does Sports Card Nonsense or who is it, Card Ladder, all of them partner with SGC? Like why would
Because
it why would
PSA
it you're
won't go.
talking
Because PSA doesn't need to partner with them to drive
PSA didn't
business.
offer. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But I'm
I mean,
just
that's my
saying,
guess.
if why you're going with these different grading companies. For me, if I was Fanatics, I'm looking at PSA as a competitor. I'm not looking at PSA as a potential partner.
Why would you say that? Why would you do that?
Because I also said that I think it's a matter of time before PSA gets their own marketplace to where you're not gonna where you can sell directly through PSA, which you kind of already are. They already have
Via
their own
eBay.
eBay account.
Yep.
But eventually, I think down the road, PSA is going to get to a point where you can just sell directly through them, probably directly through their own website, would be my guess. And then you don't have to, they don't have to deal with, eBay taking their fees or them going through, golden auctions or anything. Like, I'm sure PSA has to be looking at, these crazy sports card sales, these, $4 million sports card sales, or the fact that there's 52 tops PSA 10s Manos out there, and going, man, we're not going to get any of that. That's graded by us. Like, we're not getting any kickback from that. So let's make our own marketplace and have those sellers sell that card on our website, and we walk away with that.
Right. And if PSA creates their own marketplace, Fanatics not being a part of it would be a big loss on their part. If
Well, it
PSA
just would
creates,
be a huge competition.
Well, why wouldn't Fanatics just partner with PSA and then tell people, hey, you know what you could do? Buy cards on our website, then we will sub them to PSA for you. And then when you get them back, you could either receive them or we'll sell them on our website, which we've created with PSA in this own marketplace or
Yeah,
whatever.
in
Like
a
that's
great
where
in
it's
a
headed.
in a you know, in a great world, that
But
sounds
that's like
awesome, but if you're
that's
if you're
replacing
at
eBay.
Fanatics level, I don't think you're looking to partner with anybody. I think you're looking to corner every bit of this hobby to
Think
be
I don't know if
number
they can compete
one,
with PSA.
and then, listen, PSA has only become king in what, 5 years, 6 years. So there is a possibility that PSA could get pushed aside
I
and
don't know.
somebody else takes the reins on it.
Seems like it's hockey sticked.
Why wouldn't that happen in grading? AI is going to eventually take over life. Like, AI is going to take over everything. You're telling me that, tag grading, I mean, there's a whole new wave of a generation that's coming into this hobby. And all the old heads and all the people that have been in there that have got, dealing with PSA and doing it this way and doing it that way, you're going to get a new wave of a generation coming in that's eventually going to look into AI for grading, or they're gonna look into different marketplaces. They're gonna, I mean, I don't think it's just gonna be PSA for the rest of our lives, and no one's ever gonna take that reign from them.
Okay. So the reason that I think PSA is not going anywhere, and I feel like Fanatics should try to partner with PSA instead of trying to create their own grading platform, is because of what we always talk about when it comes to pop reports. The amount of cards graded in PSA's history is like exponentially higher than anybody else, including Beckett. And PSA is, I don't know, grading 10 times as much, if not more, than all of these other companies every year. So their pop reports just keep growing. And so if you want to send a card and get it graded and trust that it's authentic, why would I buy that card from some new grading company who I don't know that they're grading cards like ethically, and I don't know if this card is actually real? I'd rather go to PSA because they've graded this card before, or they know the set and like I
So
trust them.
automatically PSA just like that,
Not
this is what
automatically.
the card, like, this is, if the card's a 10 with PSA, then we know it's a 10. It's not, if it's
That's
a
not what
10
I
with
said.
SGC, then
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that like PSA has the set registries and they know like this card came directly from Topps. You're not dealing with a fake card. Like
well,
that's what I'm
I
talking
mean,
about.
well, other companies all have pop reports. Like
I
they
know, but
have.
they're nowhere near where PSA is. And if you start a new grading company and like I send
Yeah.
my card to your grading company, how do I know that? Or if I buy it from this new grading company, how do I know that that card is
So
actually
so
authentic?
people couldn't trust Fanatics, is what you're saying? So because like
Essentially,
Fanatics wouldn't be a reputable
they'd be
company?
reputable, but not as reputable as PSA. Nobody is as reputable as PSA. That's my point. And if Fanatics tries to get involved with that, I feel like it'd be a waste of their
Yeah.
money
It
and their
seems like
time.
they're like spreading themselves a little too thin.